Yo, 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 yo. I get so used to when you before you start this, you like test your mic and test your camera and almost like expect to see that when I'm on here, like the microphone's actions. Um, Sometimes I do streams and I have no point with my title. This one is kind of like that, but at the same time, it does have a point. Tudors is a restaurant local to my area. It's not really national, it's regional. So if you have this in your area, it's a good possibility that you live close to me. And if you have this and you're in my area and you don't like tutors, you can fuck the fuck off. Damn it. Nah, I'm just kind of kidding. But it is really good. Um, Damn, mail just getting here. Um, so this is tutors. Um, as far as my mom's health, that is top priority. She's doing pretty well. Mm. It's like one day she had dexterity, the next day she doesn't. It freaked me out. Other than that, I'm not going to get too much into it. Uh, as far as as far as my last video, when I'm talking about this dude named Blue, and yeah, it's just like people like me on the internet, except like I'm not I'm not begging for donations every 2 seconds. Like that's a huge turn off. It's a huge turn off. Um, I kind of got past that, but this shit with the fucking dude, I don't know. I don't know. Yo, what's up? But I'll just let it be at that. Um, you'll probably never hear me asking for donations on here unless I'm really doing something. Like if I do a DJ set or buy some turntables and get on here, yeah, I'll post up my Cash App and all that shit. But I'm not gonna fucking. I just don't respect that. I got past that, but then like to, I don't know. This is fucking weird. This child molestation accusations, not on me, not on me. And I don't use emojis, so I'm innocent. But I have messages from the motherfucker on TikTok, and he only used emojis. So maybe his account got hacked. I don't know, but it's just very off-putting. Like I saw a video he did the other day of like I saw a video the other day he did of like just ICP push back the date on the record. Okay, it may seem boring, but like that I don't care what goes on in their personal life that much. And like if that's content that's just made to like, oh my god, like drama. Yeah, I'm just gonna disavow that right here, right now. I'm not down with that shit. That's just gay as fuck. That's some faggot ass bitch made shit. If he's really going through some shit and his name is getting dragged through the mud like that, my heart does go out to him, honestly. But yo, it's not a good look. If you're a father and you're not in your kids' lives like that, or if you're a father and when you have the kids, you're putting them on YouTube and getting fucked up in front of them. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of ignorant to some of this shit, but I do want to make a stance of like, yo, I'm not cool with that. That's a form of child exploitation, honestly. It straight up is. Like, so I just want everyone to know I disavow that. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. Um, yo, it's cool. It's cool that there's a chat room and it's cool or it's cool there's a place to meet some people at, but I can meet people other ways. It's a fucking internet. I'm not gonna plaster juggalo shit all over my shit because one, I'm not the most knowledgeable juggalo. All right, I don't care. Fucking call me a poser, call me a juffalo, whatever. I don't give a shit. Like, do y'all affect my day to day life? Do y'all come and help, or not even help? Like, do y'all come and make it harder for me or my mom? If you don't, I don't give a shit. To those I've made friends with, I'm glad we're friends and that's cool. But I can't agree with what goes on in that one chat. I can't. The the emphasis is in the name. Juggalo drama alert. I mean, some of this shit. Yeah, I would rather like Classic Games Canada uh, make a chat. That I think that would be fun. I would probably give a few dollars a month to that. I'm not gonna give money just to hear someone beg for money. What the fuck? I mean, say what you will about CPN. He's cringy at times, and I can definitely see why uh, he would say what he said about Jamie. And no, I don't have much respect for Jamie either. But when someone dies, like, damn, dude, like, at least he doesn't bring it up every 5 seconds. Oh, by the way, fucking Cash App link, PayPal link in my bio. Fucking follow, like, share. I'm a faggot. Put cocks down my throat. Yeah. See how that works? Like, I'm sitting here doing nothing, just sharing my thoughts and to just like continuously like pester people about like, okay, we get how these chat things work. This is just speculation, but a lot of that shit, and this is what Jamie did too. This is one thing I don't respect about what Jamie did. The internet Jamie, not Jamie Madrox. I feel there's a little bit of abuse and manipulation of mentally handicapped people. And I kind of sound like a hypocrite because, like, Classic Games Canada, like, continuously makes posts of Cyrax. But yo, that shit's that shit's funny, man. I mean, he gets money and shit. Like, people send him gifts, so it's not like complete exploitation. But no, I can't. Like, I chat on other platforms. This YouTube thing is just kind of like I'm kind of like getting my feet wet, I guess, so to speak. I'm testing out some things. Like if I'm really gonna host a chat or just get on here on a regular basis or a schedule, I want to test the waters, so to speak, first. And but anyway, Tudors, yeah, it's a restaurant by me. It's local to my area, and they got these fucking thick ass fucking biscuits. Like shit, dude, I got these onion rings from them the other day. They were like fucking, and anyway, I made my onion ring come like a bit down on it. It's grease and juice is like splattered on my fucking keyboard. Damn it. But yeah, um, I don't look down on anyone that does like, if you've known the guy longer, if you get some kind of satisfaction out of that community, more power to you. I'm not gonna argue. I'm just saying what I feel. Um, I'm just having some lunch and kind of sharing some thoughts right now. Honestly, the sandwich is like so fucking fat that like I don't know if I can eat it right now. Just to prove to y'all that I do eat. These things are fucking good, dude. Like it's got a real egg on it. By that I mean like it's not egg from a carton. For those that have worked in the restaurant business, you should know what I'm talking about. One thing they did fuck up on though is these little tater tot things. They definitely let them in there. Definitely had them in there a little bit too long. These things are fucking rock hard. It's not too bad, but I got a doggy. It's like right here. So the food I don't eat, they eat. As far as that CPM dude, I don't know. I'm kind of, he's really got COVID. I hope he gets better. I'm not too adamant about my stance of like not watching him or not, not engaging because he actually does like have a format where a lot of his shit is actually content. It's not thriving on fucking high school gossip bullshit. I can respect and appreciate that. Just that shit he said about Jamie after she died, it's kind of cringy. But here's my point about the blue situation. of like, yeah, you know, what CPN said about her, or Raya, however you want to refer to him. Um, at least you know where the guy stands. It seems like some of this shit is just like, uh, whew. That suplex dude after Jamie died, and it wasn't like he was like frantically crying or hyperventilating or anything. But then he's like, "Well, what happens with their subscribers, and do they come over here?" Or it's like, if Blue was really like friends with Jamie and shit, uh, he should never talk with CPN ever. After if you're gonna have a person that you're loyal to and they're gonna celebrate their death, how dare you even fucking like no. So that's where a lot of my confusion lies with shit on here, which is basically like I'll put energy into speaking on this while I'm taking a smoke break and eating some lunch. Yeah, this is in my microphone. Yeah, this is like a lot of bitch made shit that gets on here. Like, it's weird. Like, I got my first copyright strike. Um, I get these weird comments, like, they're obviously like a virus. So, like, hopefully people are aware, like, don't click on those. But I'm pretty strong in my conviction and my stance about some things, even when it comes to like just some killing time bullshit. Like, yo, what's up? I'm not gonna. It's just too much. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. I'm never giving that dude any money. I would recommend other people don't. You know, CPN, whatever. At least he has fucking information. Like, at least he like has a format of like he's producing a show. Hats off to that. That's all I can say. But this shit with Juggalo Drama Alert and Blue, like, it makes me sick. It really makes me sick. If you're really if you're really about to fucking file charges on someone for slander and defamation of character, you need to shut the fuck up. That's just some free legal advice. No, I'm not a lawyer, but I've been to court a few times. Never over that. This is really like it's not a good subject. And if he's just talking about that just to get views or more donations or yo fam, give me donations because I need to hire a lawyer. Hey, yo, dude, fuck you. It's just disgusting, man. And like it kind of pisses me off. It makes me mad at myself for like getting over the drama in the name. This is high school bullshit. You know, there's but the main thing is he was using something to clear his name when like I don't use emojis. That isn't me. If anyone does want screenshots, I can provide them. But that's how he communicated with me on TikTok. It was two emojis. So it's either one because everyone on the internet uses emojis. even me, and I don't really use them either. But sometimes you type in LOL on your phone and the fucking emoji comes up. You don't even you don't even know until the message is sent, or someone hacked his account. Or the third thing is he's trying to cover his ass. If this is a real matter. He ain't in his kids' lives, right? I've watched his old videos. He used to have his kids on YouTube, which isn't a good look, and that's a form of child exploitation in my eyes. Maybe not the court's eyes, maybe not YouTube's terms of services or whatever, but okay, so like, okay, whatever. Okay, so he's a deadbeat dad. He put his kids on YouTube to get like, oh, you never know who sees this shit. You never know who sees this shit. That's why I respect my mom. She doesn't like being, even if it's just a few people seeing the picture, she doesn't like being on camera too much. You know, will she ever be on here? Maybe. Maybe she'll come around, but she's an adult. She's an adult that can make up her mind. And I am in her life. Like I talk to her every day. I help her every day. I thought there for a second there was a fear of like, I'm gonna have to feed her. I'm gonna have to bathe. Like I was freaking the fuck out because she just like lost dexterity of overnight. But it's not coming to that. I'm sorry for people that keep popping in and popping out. I'm just pretty much, if anyone wants to know how I'm thinking or where I stand on certain things, I'm not going to come into his chat. No, uh, that would just add to his content, and I'm not trying to get in the middle of this shit. I'm just disavowing it, like straight up, like I disavow Boy Blue. 91918. Mine up here. Because I guess technically, I guess I met a few people on there. Uh, so I can appreciate like I don't know. It's not really his shit. Like half the time he's not even on. Like I went in his chat the other day before like I understood what was going on, and he wasn't even in there. It was fucking Ninja with the pencil up in there, like basically hosting his chat. And if someone sees this and they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, they're what the fuck is this dude up on here? He claims to be this like juggalo authority, and I feel he's one of those dudes that give us a bad name. Like he's one of those dudes that turned me against the Dark Carnival for a little bit. Not so much the content of artists doing the wicked shit. It's more so like some of the people, like very hypocritical. Like they claim to be for or even against certain things in life, but then they do the same thing. They're like supposedly adamantly against. Like what the fuck? Which just being an American is kind of hypocritical. Like land of the free, home, homework. we're freer than some countries, but you know. So if I happen to lose a couple people that come through and chat, uh, yeah, that sucks, but it's not going to affect my day to day life. This doesn't affect my day to day life. You know, if I get on here and I start doing an actually produced show, or I'm doing like basketball tutorials because I'm a decent basketball player, but you, you're going to get better instructions from someone else. I'm not that good. Or if I DJ, there's better DJs in the world. Uh, but let's say I do something like CPN or I do a DJ show or something. Yeah, I probably will put my Cash App up there or whatever. But just talking on here, like anybody that comes through and just chats to me, you're doing as much of a service or even possibly more of a service than I can do. Right now, for the most part, I'm just talking to a fucking light on my computer and I'm recording my thoughts just to verify and to solidify my stance. Um, Doing these chats is kind of fun to a point. Like, if you enjoy it, if you don't mind being on camera, if you don't mind being the target of like hazing, bullying, people threatening, you know, I don't really give a shit. I almost welcome it. Like if someone wants to come here and try to kill me, um, let's go. I have dealt with that. People, in real life, I'm saying, on here it's a given. But like in real life, I've dealt with maniac fucking meth heads threatening to kill me, assaulting me. Um, so I almost, if someone's gonna get butt hurt just because like I'm calling out some bitch made shit, uh, I welcome it. I record a lot of my fucking life just because I don't post it on fucking YouTube and beg for money every fucking like this shit really pisses me off. The more I think about it, it's just like one, I don't know, like if he's really in some bullshit, my heart goes out to him. But if you're really in that bullshit and you're thinking about going to court, shut the fuck up. Fifth Amendment, like you might even be fucking yourself to the point you can't. Like it almost feels like the motherfuckers doing it to have some shit on here. Uh, and then you got to think, like, why is he not in his kids' lives? Outside looking in, it looked, because he's on this shit like 9, 10 hours a day on other platforms promoting, like, and that's the thing. Like, if he just wants to call it drama alert, because I'll go in there like wanting to fucking hear some juggalo shit or like, just, we don't care what goes on. And like, really, like, if you're going to fucking, oh, give me money because I need to hire a lawyer. Well, yo, give me money because I need to fucking help my fucking mom who's in a wheelchair. Like, I mean, somebody will probably try to say that's like jealousy, but I'm being highly sarcastic right there. I'm just saying, like, anybody can do anything and be like, I'm going through this, send me money. Um, if he's really going through some shit and he's 100% innocent, uh, my heart really goes out to him. But you just have to question everything, even what I'm saying. You have to question everything on the internet. Um, I won't talk a lot about, I've talked more about it than I wanted to. This is the more I talk about it, the more I do think about it. Like, get a second, it's like one, it's pissing me off that it's even crossing my mind. But number two, it's like, um, why even like for someone that's been to court a few times, uh, over some bullshit. Like there was this time I had this domestic violence charge against my uncle. He was stalking my house. He was stealing things from the house. He was manipulating my mother to let him borrow things, and then he just never return it. Like things that were worth real money, like a $5,000 telescope. So I'm leaving a medical facility for my own treatment that I was doing at the time. And I'm coming home and I'm not far from my house and I see him like circling the block. So I go park my car. I'm like, if I see him like do this again, I'm running out and I'm confronting him. Like stop and talk or quit circling my house like a fucking um an obsessed ex-girlfriend. Um I yelled at him. I said some things I'm not 100% proud of, but I never threatened him. I never got close enough to touch him. And when I went out in the street and I was yelling, I was basically in my front yard. I didn't go chase him. I did not, you know, he was where he was. I stood where I was. I yelled some things to try to get a response. He flipped me off when I was talking about, like, yo, my mom is in a nursing home. And you might want to go visit her instead of stalking me and, get flipped off and like, oh, you don't give a shit if my mom dies or not, then I don't give a fuck if you die or not. Matter of fact, I hope you fucking die tonight. And to me, you know, that was just a volatile family discussion, but it did spill out in the street. Now, that's not domestic violence. At most, it's like disturbing the peace, or if you want to say I threaten him, because I say, like, well, if you don't give a shit if my mom dies or not, I don't care if you die or not. I hope you die tonight. To me, that's not a threat, but it's not up to me. It's up to the courts. But I did act out a character that wasn't cool. What I did, actually, I kind of think it was cool because like I stood up for what I believe in. I went to jail for what I believe in, and I did get that case dismissed because the affidavit he signed did not align with the events that were recorded by witnesses and cameras. Like there's a big camera across there. I can't do a whole lot of shit without. None of us can. Like once you leave the house, you got to think you're on camera somewhere somehow. These people have porch cameras. If you have a small business in your area, they probably have a pretty good security system. You're on camera when you Even if you're just going on your porch, if you're in public view, you gotta think you're probably on camera. You know, our privacy's gone, y'all. Our privacy is fucking gone. No, I didn't just wake up. I've been up since 7:30 a.m. If I just woke up, then yeah, whatever. Uh, but I don't know. It's just it kind of makes me sad a little bit to kind of like get over certain things. Yeah, because people do make mistakes. You know, if I was a father and I had kids, if I was to put my kids on the internet, it would be in a better light as opposed to like just having them run around. Like, my point being, you never know who sees this shit. And if you're putting your children on camera, one, they can't say yes or no. Number two, for sick fucks that are actually attracted to that shit, and there are people attracted to that shit, uh, you're making it real easy. But I'm trying to think like, if I was a parent and okay, he had it. Yeah, it's not a good look, but it's not the worst thing that's happened in the world to have your kid on one of your YouTube videos. But digging deeper, it's not really involved. And it kind of pisses me off though, of like getting over certain shit and almost like bending uh my convictions. We all long to belong to something or have some friends. And to be able to hop on here and chat with some people, it's kind of cool. And I do give credit where credit is due. And like I met some of y'all that might see this video, some of y'all that may have like stepped in, stepped out. Hey, I met a lot of you all through either CPN, Jamie, or Blue. Um, Most recently, CPN's chat really isn't like that. Jamie's dead. Blue's basically the only one that I fucking go up in as far as like, yo, who should really get the donations in Blue's chat? 'Cause if I were to donate to anybody in that, it wouldn't be him. If you could just like pick certain people, like I'm gonna give so and so a couple bucks. I wouldn't give Fred a couple bucks. So it kind of does piss me. Like some of this is like, well, damn, I just like kind of like almost bent my standards to try to fit in with, like if they can get over it, maybe I can get over it. Because people do make mistakes. But then all of a sudden, when I'm in there, and then just like a few days later, it's just like he's talking about getting accused of this and oh, he didn't do it because there's screenshots of him using emojis. He doesn't use. It's like, shut the fuck up. Something that serious, you can make a fucking video on here, be like, hey, y'all, I'm going through some accusations. I can't speak on it for the benefit of the case. I'm going to hire a lawyer and get this dealt with. And hats off, respect to that. My wishes go out to you. But it just seems like a lot of shit is just for clickbait And to bring up accusations like that, which is life changing for everyone involved, like God knows the repercussions of like his kids finding out about the shit he was saying, you know, like what are you talking about, Daddy? That never. Oh, I was just trying to get views and donations on YouTube, fam. If that's what being a juggalo is about, I'm not a fucking juggalo. Either I'm not or he's not. It's one of the two. And I don't really give a fuck. I really don't care. Other things, you know, you take the juggalo title away from me, I don't care. I'll still live. I'll still eat. I'll still shit. I'll still piss. I'll still fuck. I'll still smoke. My life isn't dependent on begging for donations. And that just seems what it is. That's what's the most foul about it is if this is all it boils down to, it's just to fuck with people or just to have premium premium content. God damn you. This is why we have a bad name. This is exactly why juggalos have a bad name because of people like him. And if I'm ostracized or if I'm fucking whatever the word is, hated or what have you, I'm just hopefully this is a learning lesson to him. If he's really going through shit, if the accusations against him, which no one would know about, nobody would know about unless he didn't, if he didn't bring it up, I would not know about it. But the more I think about it, it's like this is why juggalos have a bad name. This is why certain people get turned off by the shit. People like that. Some people may think that's good. It's like, oh yeah, you know, let them get turned off by the bullshit. We all kind of want to have our own little secret thing. Okay, but I just send me money so I can promote your channel, dog. And then I'm just going to be on YouTube for 10, 12 hours a day. What's the point in promoting your shit if, you know, so like say I go in there and I do a super chat for like $2 or buy mod status for $5 a month or what have you to promote my own shit, but he's on YouTube for 10, 12 hours a day. What sense does that make for me? You know, thank God I didn't. Think innocently enough, if I just went in there like, hey, I'm gonna start doing chats too. Come check out my shit when he's not live or Tonic's not live or these other people aren't. You know, I look in the mirror. I know I'm just a person. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not that handsome. Um, I'm not a chick with night. It's For the most part, this is just like a almost a visit to the psychiatrist. Certain things I'm thinking about and I keep bottled up, and I record my feelings and thoughts. You know, while I'm doing this live, if certain people come through and say, "Hey, what's up?" Those people coming through saying, "Hey, what's up?" are doing as much of a service that I'm doing, maybe even more. Just like coming through and checking up and saying, "Hey," um, that's the main thing that pisses me off. Is like he must think his shit doesn't stink, and people like that piss me off, no matter if they're juggalo or not. Like the only reason I'm talking about this is because like when I just like, I'm gonna try out this StreamYard shit. I'm gonna try out this Streamlab shit. And like the first or second chat I do, I get some of his people in here, you know, kind of that tonic dude fucking oh, if you're gonna be a juggalo, basically you just gotta be down with the clown and not be a piece of shit. Okay, well, one of your poster boys is a huge piece of shit. I can tell. Like he reminds me a lot of my fucking brother, Robert Edward Lowe, the guy in the Connie Dungs. Look that up. That's something that can be verified. Look up the history of the Connie Dungs. Why was I speaking about that? It's serious shit. Court documented shit. Like the singer, the creator of that group, is sitting in jail right now, which he should be. Well, no, he should be in the ground. He, to me, child molestation is worse than murder. Because at least, if we believe in heaven and hell, right? This is like the whole premise of the Dark Carnival. I'll dumb it down for anyone that's ignorant about what the Dark Carnival is, right? You know, the Dark Carnival is a judge. All these fucking Joker cards, they're basically mascots for judges, for God, or an entity of the afterlife. So you're having this dude, it's not in his kid's life, fucking dictate how other people live or guidelines of like unity and division. As cringy as CPN is, uh, at least he gives a format like that. He's doing a show. Sometimes he does it like he made a video the other day like I've got COVID. Okay, well he might not. Maybe it's just something for views. But at least he's not on the yo dog. I got COVID. Send me some donations. It seems like something Blue would do. What happens here in a week when like people forget about him crying about getting accused of child molestation. What's next? Oh, he's got COVID too. I don't know. It's really off putting and it's really disgusting in my eyes. Uh, honestly, hope he sees this. I'm not gonna go in his chat and talk to him about it. I don't want that kind of fucking attention. I don't want to give him fucking premium content. His premium content is fucking basically other people like providing entertainment for whatever the case is. Whether it's fucking music biz Marty trolling him or what have you. I know too much. Like I know more about this shit than I'd like to admit, but I just can't really. I can't stay silent about this. I don't want people thinking like I ain't. I don't agree with it. I ain't cool with it. There's lots of things I'm not cool with. So it's not like just cause I feel this way, so that's how it should be. I've learned kind of like it's the opposite of like, I feel this way. Usually it turns out the way I don't want it to turn out. I could give prime examples of that, but I'm not going to get into it. But I can't, I can't tell my buddies in real life to get on here even because I'm not going to drag them into that shit. Like, oh, why'd you have me get on here? Then, like, thank God I don't have the traffic that he does. I really don't. To me, it's just like bitch made behavior of like almost like comparing, like you could compare it to like a girl trying to be a cheerleader. So he's just airing out his family's drama. Like, if he's really going through that shit, like shut the fuck up about it. Go to court about it. You're doing a disservice to your kids, whether or not that shit happened. I hope to God it didn't, but like, the dude's kind of creepy. So like, I don't know. Like like, I almost feel bad for stumbling across this guy. And self-admittedly, I told Warlocks this. Like, the first video I saw of him was a troll, and he's talking about like he's an ex juggalo that thinks like this and that. Like juggalos shouldn't. Ironic enough, right? Like probably the main video that a lot of people can remember seeing of him. Maybe not the first like me, but I'm sure anybody that sees this that gets this far, and hopefully you see this, boy blue. Um, maybe you won't, maybe you will, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to make him see this or whatever. Um, have one of those people that screen record shit come in here and edit this and do what y'all do. I'm making it not that tough for you, but I'm not gonna make it that easy for him. Like I'm not gonna fucking go in there and discuss this shit with him and try to teach him lessons about life just so he can fucking ask for more fucking money and donations and get my name fucking mixed up with this shit. I'm not a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. Since I kind of learned about the things that were being discussed in there, I refuse to go back in there. Uh, I'll probably watch a replay just to like keep updated. I mean, it's real easy to fucking play a YouTube video and run around the house or go take my dogs on a walk or clean up some, it's real easy to have a video playing in the background. And that's how I know a lot of this shit is just like while I'm busy, yeah, a lot of things in entertainment don't really interest me. So I try to keep up with some people in the community and what people are doing. When I see people that are supposed to be like anti-mainstream acting like little girls trying to be a cheerleader, just asking for money, keeping on begging for fucking money. It makes people like me sick. You know, there's people out there like, you're not a juggalo. You're not a juggalo because you don't know every fucking lyric to every fucking song. Okay, cool. I'm not a juggalo. All right. I don't give a fuck. Like that doesn't define me. You know, come, come see me in real life. Come see me in real life. Because any of us can put a show on for the camera. Anybody could have a show on for the camera. Some of the reason I get in these juggalo chats and shit is to learn. I think that's how a lot of us learned about this shit. You know, I learned it through someone else. I'm not even cool with this person anymore. In part, some of the bullshit I'm talking about is happened in real life. It didn't involve kids, but uh, yeah, it involved it involved some drugs and an intoxicated lady who happened to have full blown AIDS. So it's like, dude, I'm getting accused of rape, but this bitch, like, she tricked me. She tricked me into fucking her, and she had AIDS. I don't even want to. Sorry, man. As as certain things in life, like when I went to jail for yelling at my uncle, you know, what they did with like going to the police department and writing out a false affidavit about me. Um, I could have that could have not happened. I could have just not went out there and yelled at him. It's like we put ourselves in certain situations sometimes. So I'm just no. You're not going to get me into a point where I'm picking sides with people. And then I might possibly pick the right side because of loyalty or whatever, or I knew this person longer, or I can't be friends with like you don't know what goes on. Like none of y'all know what's going to happen when I shut this fucking camera off. I could get off here and I could just beat the shit out of my dogs. I could go fucking smack my mom with my nutsack. Like you don't know anything. I could try to portray to be this like perfect figure, but I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But to get on here and discuss things that going on with your family like that, and then to like ask for money and share this, share that, give me some money because I need to hire a lawyer because dude, fuck you. You making it look bad for us. It's like anybody, it's just like, oh, I heard some Insane Clown Posse songs I like. Insane Clown Posse has these fans called Juggalos. Let me type in Juggalo. One of the first things that come up maybe is his page because he's got like thousands of subscribers, right? And they see that shit. That's why I'm kind of pissed off about it. And I wish there were more people kind of like thought like me. But hey, I'm used to being an outcast. I don't really get, like I said, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. You know, it's nice chatting with some people, but you know, I'm not going to hate on anyone for engaging with him, but I'm not going to engage with him. I'm I can give two fucks less, really. But I honestly hope he sees this. Honestly, hope he fucking watches this whole thing. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna title any of my shit about him because I'm not looking for that. But for anyone that wants to truly know how I feel in the moment, this is how I feel. Even if he is going through that shit, don't bring it on here. Don't ask for money on here. That's pathetic. Me and my family have went through shit that we could have used some donations and shit that I could have easily got on here. Put my mom, who's only got a fucking leg, she has a prosthetic leg, yes, but in a wheelchair. Hey, mom, act pathetic so these people can send you money. You know, all out honesty, I may end up doing that. You know, she deserves roses while she's alive. I try my best to provide her, but uh, sometimes I come up short. Whether it's through energy, whether it's through money, what have you. I am not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But for someone to dictate, like, oh, you're not this or you are this, or you're promoting division because you're speaking your mind about Twisted not marching in Washington D.C. know, I guess I'm one of those divisive juggalos, but at the same time, I still listen to Twisted, and like there probably is some resentment in my mind. It's like, damn, how much money? To I'd say Twisted created that Juggalo family shit just as much as Insane Clown Posse. I mean, really, like, I got into it before Twisted, but a lot of people got into it because of Twisted. So you're going to profit all that money claiming to family, community, unity, but when it comes time to march and actually have an exhibition against the government of like, no, you're not going to label us that because they're just innocent people that like the face paint. They're just innocent people that like the music and they categorize everyone who has a hatchet man as a fucking a legit gang banger. Are you fucking kidding me? It's just beyond me. Like that's so bitch made. So yeah, when I hear Twisted, I cannot hear it with a deaf ear. Like, I've got resentment, but at the same time, like their shit's dope. They are talented artists, but to preach one thing and then to act in another, dude, come on. But I mean, I'll admit, like when they got a fresh ass song like Role Models, it's like I try to listen to Twisted. I can't. Like they're just sounding like mainstream garbage. And fucking like this is another thing about Blue is like he was all into that Oh the Horror band. That's like the worst fucking band I ever fucking heard in my goddamn life. It's like no, in real life, I would not associate with that motherfucker. You like that shit? Like, are you kidding me? You get signed by Twisted and you only got like hundreds of views. I'm like, really, man? It's like a joke. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, they got face masks on. That shit's fresh. No, it's just garbage. Fucking like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'll just end it with this. I'm gonna close down now. I'm actually gonna try to get it to where it reads all ones. So, if there's anyone in here screen recording or anything, I'm ending this very soon. I'm gonna end it like at 1:11:11:11. I'm gonna try to anyway. Just come. I'm kind of OCD with numbers, but just to solidify what I've said and to summarize what I've said, you know, as far as like I didn't even really intend on doing this. It just kind of came out. I was just gonna get on camera and eat my biscuit, but if you got something going on in your family where like courts are involved or courts possibly in the future will be involved, and this is very emphatic on the and there are kids involved, do not do not get on here and because like after everything this dude's done with the "Oh, I'm just doing this for views, fam." Okay, so he's done this shit in the past. Well, why should we believe him now? Oh no, dog, this is real serious. Would anyone? Yeah, yeah, anybody would, because anybody's doing it now. Like whether it's genuine or not, like if I had kids and I got accused of things he's saying he's being accused of, and his baby mama shutting him out and this and that, I would kill myself straight up. I could not live with myself. Uh, I'd leave a note and be like, do some DNA tests. I'm done. 'Cause I couldn't do it. But, the coincidence of like people coming in here when I do a chat, the coincidence of like these fucking these computer virus comments that are showing up on my page. My first copyright strike. Uh, you know, I, it doesn't take much for me to add 2 + 2. And then to not even care about that, just to be like, well, I got a copyright strike. Now I know not to play music on here ever again, no matter what it is. Because I was warned not to play Eminem on here. I didn't get a copyright strike over Eminem. I got a copyright strike over playing one Drake song. It's like the only Drake song I'll listen to. like, hey, I kind of like think about listening. For some reason, I thought about playing it that one day. Like, boom, that may be a coincidence, granted, because they have automated moderation, computers doing that shit. Uh, but I know how a lot of these people work. Like they'll bully people off of here. Like they don't want competition, and he's not the best host. So, like, oh, if he gets on there and he gets some subs, that might deter people from coming to my shit. I know how this shit works. I'm on other platforms. I just don't advertise it every 24 fucking seconds. So it's like keep some shit in house, especially when the court might be involved. Because if you really need a lawyer and you're really going to court, you're doing a disservice to yourself by discussing any of this shit on a public platform. It's fucking retarded. Like, you're a grown ass fucking man. Like, and if 91982 is your birthday, You're younger than me, but not by much. So you should know better by now. I mean, that's not a family argument. That's like serious accusations, and I don't want to be anywhere near that fucking shit. And I'm literally just talking until this gets to all ones. I'm gonna see if I can end this on all ones, just because, like I said, I'm OCD with numbers, uh, along with other things, but that's what's going through my mind right now to see if I can end this on all ones. Oh, by the way, Cash App, PayPal in my bio, along with my other social media bullshit, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not putting my Cash App on here. The one time I did that, I was being sarcastic. I do have Cash App, but I'm not gonna pester people or, whatever. Fucking gay ass, fucking faggot ass, fucking stupid fucking shit. This is why people don't like juggalos, because of people like him. And y'all fucking people supporting him is fucking bullshit.